characters that he can slow the pace down against. So they have to respect things like Fujin and stuff.
Alright, and it seems we're gonna get right into it. Ramazal versus Giovanna. We got Coltman versus RedDitto.
RedDitto. Now that'll be something, assuming this eagle can figure out a place to land. There we go.
Okay, there we go.
Ooh, I like this game.
Let's rock.
Couple slashes, finds an immediate with the low, and this is now you have to respect Giovanna.
Yeah, another thing when you're pressuring Ram in the corner, like a good thing to do is to like once you push yourself out far enough from the block string, you can continue to back up, because a lot of Rams will just try to like instant air dash slash to get out of the corner, because then Ram will turn around, and if you're still in the corner, it'll hit you, and then the situation's kind of reversed. But if you stand back, then you can catch that and still keep her back to the corner.
The damage buff is huge, and the red RC to potentially get the wall break and the game, no, or end the round. No, not quite, but he still has this full meter. Oh no, he doesn't have a meter anymore. I was looking at the wrong meter.
Yeah, I think they might have they might have been able to use the air super there after the wall break. Coltman, they could have done that to maybe take it around, but they get the round anyway.
Solid stuff from RedDitto, though. Mid-screen Ram is not nearly as threatening as she is when you're in the corner against her. No burst to be had. That's a super, and that's a ton of damage going every way.
Oh yeah, can't press a button after that close slash.
Man, the 6P round start, really expecting that jump in. Insane how that happened, just like off of one round. It's like, yeah, I kind of figured you're gonna come in, especially with some of these slashes that they've been throwing out. Heavy dash forward, jumping over one of the swords, though not able to keep pace with the sheer range of RedDitto thus far in these past 2 rounds.
Yeah, this is the Ram blender in the corner. Just like button, sword toss, sword explodes. Oh, you gotta hold this block stun. Now I'm gonna go for like low, high, tick throw. Or they'll go high early and then the dust will hit, and then the sword explosion will happen. So even though it's not a charged dust, you can combo after it without meter. It's like Ram just has so many tools in that position. It can be really difficult to deal with all that.
Yeah, it looked like it was a touch overwhelming for Coltman, excuse me, as the round kind of went on. Some of the early approaches that were working in round 1 just kind of stopped, and they weren't able to get their offensive pressure started.
Duel 1.
Because I mean, you have to respect the slashes from Ram, and RedDitto is certainly throwing them out aplenty. It just look at the pushback on some of them too. Like if you block them, you're getting tossed back half a screen.
Yeah, and like at that distance, it can be super difficult for Gio to try to dash in and find the right spots to finally land an attack, either on block or on hit for Ram, because she's most likely going to throw out another far slash.
These blocks have been pretty solid though. You're taking quite a bit of chip, but finally able to find a range where they can actually use the burst, but they didn't leave the corner fast enough, it seems.
Yeah, and also the wrist gauge was like almost full after all that blocking. So, you know, RedDitto was able to take advantage of that, cash out on a lot of damage there. Oh, doesn't get the gold burst.
Comes with just a low into a throw. Splashes. The Septula is good. Wow, the reversal to put him in the corner now. Ugh. RedDitto has been so good, except for when they got so seemingly surprised by the scrappiness of Coltman out of the corner. Very nice stuff, and very good way to take the round without having to worry about playing more neutral with Ram.
Yeah, because Giovanna kind of wondered like that too, where she'll constantly put you in knockdown situations and get that close slash or kick for OTG situations, which can lead into safe jumps. So then you kind of have to respect her staying in on you even after knockdown.
Comes in, collects his sword. That is gonna close it out, especially with the super. That is going to be the round perfect nonetheless.
Yeah, RedDitto did a really good job there, because you after the RC, you saw them back up a little bit, probably trying to bait out the burst, but then it also put them at the right distance where they could continue the combo, and also have it be burst safe with like the sword explosions, and so even though Coltman got their burst back, they weren't able to use it to save themselves at the end.
I mean, both of the games thus far have gone to round 3. It just feels like the ones that RedDitto wins, he wins hard. While Coltman really is thriving in scrappier scenarios, which you don't always get the chance to do. Because you're just stuck in the corner against Ram.
Yeah, honestly, that kind of makes sense for like the type of characters these are. Like Ram just wants to control space with the swords and keep you locked down in like block stun. Where Giovanna's like more of a scrapper, you know, trying to trait frame traps. Oh, good safe jump. That was so good, baiting out the super.
Kick those spots from great. The red RC into the wall break. Okay, very nice.
I got you.
Seems like it. Seems like it. Alright, tried to throw out the 5k. Nothing doing quite there, though. Here we are again. Have you missed this?
Yeah. No, one thing Coltman's not really doing is using FD in these scenarios, because at the very least you can push Ram back far enough where she has to like run up further to try to get these tick throws. So, you know, you might be able to create an opening for yourself that way.
It feels like he hasn't had enough. Maybe he might be focusing on Giovanna's secondary benefits, but his use of meter has been very.
Oh no! Wait a minute.
Oh god.
That was the last. Okay, thank God. I was gonna be like, don't let this be a double perfect. I don't want to see this.
Not again. Oh, the far slash does clip him with its multi hits, but nothing quite yet. 5k, man. I mean, you mentioned it before the games, but that's a good button.
Well, I didn't realize how much like eyeshadow Giovanna had in this skin until we saw the super. Like, this is very God Giovanna.
Oh yeah, she's got the black lipstick, the tattooed dog, and the knockout 3-0. Oh no. Okay, I was gonna be upset if they rage quit. Puppy. Oh, that's 3-0, right? Again, the rounds were 6-3, so take that for what you will. But a 3-0 at the end of the day is still a 3-0 for RedDitto, as they are the first to punch their ticket into top 8.
Yeah, quite literally the definition of 3-0, but it was close though.
But it was close though.